Dear me, you, anyone. Smiles are as infectious as any amount of negative bullcrap you have going on. We always love to lean on complaining about our days. Most days, people will say, "It was alright," when asked how their day was. Not too bad. I've had worse days, even if the day was pretty close to amazing. There's always a negative connotation attached to the feelings they are trying to convey. People believe that misery loves company, and I can definitely see why they think that is true. I thought the same thing before my most recent epiphany. We are constantly bombarded with negativity. The magazines you read make you feel self-conscious. The news makes you feel scared and angry against your fellow man. Social media makes you feel somehow alone in a sea of literally billions of people. Are those feelings all unfounded? No. The people in the magazines may have health tips and may look unattainable. The things on the news can be true. There's crime, there are terrible people out there, and there are unfortunate events that deserve our attention. Social media helps us feel connected. It's an amazing advancement into the new social era that we as human beings must adapt to. That being said, you know something that is amazing? You. The fact that you are breathing right now. Everything on this planet, with every aching breath, is trying to survive. Every animal shares these feelings with you. Fear, anxiety, love, joy, playfulness, sadness, grief, and boredom. Isn't that something? If we understood this, with the knowledge that our time is finite, we could be unstoppable. This hit me hard after my dad died of cancer. Watching his eyes cling to every last moment was extremely hard to watch. I didn't make it in time to say goodbye. By the time I got there, he could no longer speak. So I spent 2 days taking turns holding his hand with other family members. At one point, I sang my favorite song to him. He wasn't around much, but one of the few times he used his visitation rights, he exposed me to a song called Superman by Goldfinger. I had heard it on my Tony Hawk's Pro Skater video game quite a few times, and so he was surprised that I knew the words. It was the first time in my life that he and I had ever bonded. Fast forward to the last time we ever bonded. He was laying there, just trying to breathe. Everyone was asleep on the couch, and I was thinking of all the good times I had with him. I didn't know if he could hear me or not, but I thought some songs would do some good. He and I got to know each other very well after I graduated high school. He was never my dad, per se, but he was one of my best friends I ever had. He and I spent many nights around the dinner table after a late night's work, just singing songs and drinking Jameson whiskey. So I was shakingly sang my favorite song to him for the last time, the first song we ever bonded over, I saw a tear run down his face. Then another. I knew he could hear me, but I wasn't sure if what I did was the right thing. Was it right to make him sad because of my own selfish feelings? I'm not sure. I am glad I sang that song, though. I'm glad that I got to have that moment with him. What does that have to do with positivity? That moment is what makes life, well, life. That song harbored true love, joy, and memories that both he and I cherished greatly. I carry that memory with me every time I lift a weight, every step farther I take in my run, and every smile I crack on my face. Today I made a point to smile. I noticed that people around smiling too. Today I made a point to talk to people around me about the things that bring them joy. Overall, every conversation had led to something positive. The people around thirsted for it as much as I did. That is because we all harbor these positive memories, drowned out by constant negativity. We want to share them. They want to shine just as much as our negative moments. Life is short, and sooner or later, you and I will be on that bed, gasping for air, just trying to hang on. Between now and hopefully later, let's all make an effort to make this time we have a little bit better. Anyway, I don't know why you watched today, but I'm just glad you stopped by. The jam today was Sober Up by AJR.